Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and if you're watching all over again on YouTube, hello again. Welcome to the second day of Men's European Cup here in Newcastle at the Walker Dome. I am Roller Polar Bear with Julia Sleazer, about to take you on a journey of wonderment as SDRD comes up against Lincolnshire. Of course, yesterday we played many games which saw victors the likes of the Mad Riders, NWO, LRT, SDRD, NWO, and Glasgow. But also there were defeats as well, which leads us into the semi-final here at 9 a.m. with Southern Discomfort Roller Derby coming up against LRT. Good morning, Sleazer.
Hello.
We are going to plow through this game with words like you've never seen. Absolutely. So we're going to look at the rosters now for Southern Discomfort Roller Derby and Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder. 0191 is Brains, 087 is Leah, 101 is Blitzkrieg, 1314 is Robert the Bruce, 138 is Savage Hun, 15 is Skelton, 1664 is Jam Master J, 254 is Fluke, 3 Sudden Impact, 34 is Chronic, 5 is Acebet, 63 Shank McCoy, 666 Reaper, just cleared literally this morning to play as well, 7 Horn Dog, and 76 is Ill Billy. That is Southern Discomforts.
And for Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder, the Thunder Ducks, we've got 007 Tomahawk, 041 Jason Slays Them, 119 Dapper Fox, 13 Finickety, 17 Benno, 21 Toots, 247 Lil Joker, 316 Skate Bliskin, 34 Danger Zone, 55 Holy Smith, 6 Broders, 60 Geriatric, 8 Gazabite, and 810 Fenno.
So both teams all by the sides of the track. The crowds have been building up since the doors opened at 8 a.m. this morning. We had an earlier start yesterday, so people have had a chance to get over the hangovers a little bit quicker. And we can just see it now just filling up ever so nicely. We do have many games today. After this game, we'll be looking at Tyne and Fear coming up against New World Order.
Yes.
So you literally have many games. Now, we do understand, obviously, if you are watching this in a live stream setting because we have had live stream issues. So you are watching a recorded version, which means we can say, no, we can't swear. But, I know. But we can have a lovely, lovely day, Sleazer, saying words.
That's what I plan to do. So.
Now, these teams have met many times before. However, Lincolnshire have actually never taken the win over Southern Discomfort.
Lincolnshire and Southern Discomfort earlier this year went to Salem for men's champs. Lincolnshire qualifying in, Southern Discomfort getting in by being in the top 8, of course. So it's great to see them face off again. And, it doesn't necessarily have to be a win for LRT because every time they face off, of course, they gain more knowledge about each other. So it's going to be an exciting game no matter who wins.
No, absolutely. Well, speaking to Tomahawk yesterday, an LRT veteran, said they're going all out for the win for this game. All out for the win.
It's what you got to do.
Absolutely. So we are literally seconds away from getting this first game underway. We have Fenno on the jam line for Lincolnshire.
It's going to be Fluke out for Southern Discomfort.
Bit of a melee at the front, but there goes Fluke. There goes your lead. Southern Discomfort away and looking for points. Fenno just being held on the inside, but breaks out and begins a scoring run. Fluke, though, inside, dances through, picks up the first points of this game.
He's going to turn around and make a look to his bench to see when he needs to call it off. Calls it off right as LRT's jammer comes to the back of the pack. So Fenno picked up no points, 4 points picked up by Fluke for Southern Discomfort in this first jam. You see the replay here. That's Fenno getting out of the pack. Right after that, Fluke picks up his first 4 points.
Yep, quick as you like, and dancing right in to this next jam. We're looking at Broders for Lincolnshire.
It is Blitzkrieg taking lead for Southern Discomfort Roller Derby.
And just like we just seen in the previous jam,
Right.
Brodus takes the inside as well. So both jammers out pretty quickly. Only 2 blockers as well on track for Southern Discomfort. Sudden Impact trying to break it to the front. Acebit now released from the penalty box, but taking the longer way round. Blitzkrieg being taken off by Tomahawk, and the jam shuttles to an end with just the 2 points picked up.
That sped up pack made it a lot harder for Blitzkrieg to pick up all 4 points, and he had to make a decision pretty quickly once he was in the pack as Broders was coming up on him. So 2 points is still 2 points.
It is. 2 points is 2 points.
I went to college.
I went to college every day. I used to deliver at the college. I used
I
to
was
live
just smoking on the corner by the dorms. But sometimes somebody would think I actually went to class there. Jam Master J out for London Southern Discomfort and Finickety out for LRT.
But looks like Jam Master J, oh no, yielded just in time. So Jam's still in play, and there goes Finickety, but Finickety gets taken off on the inside. Jam Master J now comes back into play. But it looks like a lead going to Jam Master J, but a bit of confusion just then, just coming out. Nearly a cut being given, then it being yielded.
That's what I worry about sometimes, because when one of the jammers comes out, they don't necessarily know whether he's been declared lead. They see the other jammer come out, they snap that helmet cover off. Luckily in this case, SDRD managed to get lead, and there has actually been a star pass on behalf of LRT. But I've seen too many times, snapping that helmet cover off, you create the 2-minute jam, which isn't the worst thing that's ever happened, but maybe not necessarily what you wanted to do for tactics.
No, absolutely correct. And we're just seeing at the minute the scoreboard that you are seeing has no, the timer's just gone dead, and we have no points on this all. So I am telling you, there's 14 points on the board for SDRD at this time, and we are looking at just over 3 minutes of gameplay in this first period. Penalty box with SDRD pivot in it at this moment in time, and we have Skip Pliskin lining up for Lincolnshire.
And it is good boy Shank McCoy out for Southern Discomfort.
Such a good boy.
Such a good boy.
Meanwhile, Skate Pliskin really pushing up hard at the back of that pack, sees the outside open, able to stay in bounds, but there goes Shank McCoy with the lead. Sudden Impact getting the clip off of Skate Pliskin, but doesn't go for the recycle, just stays right at the front. Skate Pliskin, though, now running into 2 blockers with Skelton and Sudden. Shank McCoy coming back around, gets the takedown. Toots just staying on top of Shank. Skate Pliskin out, though, and looking for those points.
Shank's going to go ahead and call it off. You can see a replay of him gaining lead here. Knocked out to the outside. Coming through the inside, a little bit of a hop. Why not? Taking lead. So we do have 14 points, and the clock is at 25:45.
Yeah, not a large scoring game, and we have got the timer back in play, and the scores back in play. Just a momentary lapse. Gremlins in the system, maybe a metaphor for... Anyway, back to the game.
It's ghosts.
So, Fluke and Fenno, replay of the first jam. Oh, Fenno breaks out, evades the last-ditch hit, and picks up your lead. So, points are there to be gained for Lincolnshire.
Fenno coming in on his first scoring pass. Looks like he's going to find an open outside and not much resistance from the Knights. Comes through, that is the full 5 points.
Absolutely spot on, yeah. The first 5 being racked up. Fenno coming back around. Fluke, though, able to break out of the pack now, but Fenno coming back around, picking up 4 more points. No, 5 it seems. Another 5 points for Lincolnshire.
Got to pick him up before December. You know, they're limited edition.
Apparently after December, if you picked up any in 2018, just take them off you, apparently.
Yeah. No,
take
they're
'em away.
sending a collection around. Yeah. You'll get a notice and fined quite heavily if you keep any.
So, just saw the quick replay at the end of that with Fenno breaking out, picking up lead. First lead for Lincolnshire. 14 now plays 10 with 6 minutes of gameplay. Lincolnshire looking quite good in this opening segment. We always know SDRD and what they're going to bring, but Lincolnshire playing quite a smart game with these first points on the board.
I've been really happy with how Lincolnshire's played this entire season. So this is just amazing for me to watch. Of course, we've got Blitzkrieg and Broders out. Broders does have lead. Blitzkrieg is in advance. So he's going to, of course, try to force the call off, which Broders does do as expected.
Yeah, just keeping touching with Dapper Fox. Dapper Fox, who had gone out of the box, was being chased down by Blitzkrieg. And then Dapper Fox just turns around and goes, I can't stay. I'm not that quick.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's not against Dapper Fox, but he's just not that quick. Not being wrong around. I'm right. See you in court.
Well, our clock keeps freezing, but I promise you time has not stopped.
Time never stops, and Finickety never stops. Comes out, picks up the lead for LRT. Dug his grave, just trying to contain. Oh, and does so. Dug his grave.
Wow.
Great hit.
Yeah.
And gets the recycle and just casually making their way back as well. Pretty much unnoticed. And Finickety now in the point scoring zone as Dug his grave still trying to contain Jam Master Jane. Jam Master Jane being taken off yet again.
So the thing is, maybe like every once in a while chasing the Jam out of the pack is effective, and when it is effective, it is really, really effective, as we just saw there. Jam Master J is just now out, having completed his initial. Jam is going to be called before he reaches the back of the pack. That is 4 more points picked up by the Thunder Ducks. So now we have a tie score of 14-14 with 22.5 minutes left in the half.
And just looking at this replay yet again, this is Dougie's grave at his best. Gets the takeoff, able to get right back into bounds, and knowing Dougie's grave, knowing how much work he's put in this last year to get to this level of playing, just shows how quick he is on the turn, how quick he is on the recycle, and how physical he can be. I'm a Dougie's grave fan, by the way.
Who wouldn't be after that? Shank McCoy facing off against Skate Pliskin. It's going to be Shank picking up lead for SDRD.
Meanwhile, Skate Pliskin still trying to find the gaps out. Come running into Skelton Sudden now. Illegal contact going to Savage Hun. Skate Pliskin though on the recycle.
Penalty being assessed to Shank McCoy. We are going to go the full 2 minutes as he had lead when he went to the box.
Skate Pliskin is out and about and looking for points. Big thing Skate Pliskin can do when he gets the momentum going. He does have the footwork to get through packs at speed. And at the minute, just with the 2 blockers to deal with, Skate Pliskin though gets taken down by 2 blockers, and Sudden gets the recycle.
Sudden and Bruise up front. That time held back by Tomahawk. Skate Pliskin comes through. It is 4 points as there was a no pass, no penalty on one of the skaters. This power jam is now concluded. Shank McCoy back in play. All 3 out of 4 of the blockers waiting in the back for him. It's going to be recycled back by Benno. Benno somehow got he looks very confused by how he got an out of play. But you know what? Just go to the box.
Yeah, just get yourself to the box. Get yourself sat down. This game is already in this melting pot of points, and both teams are kind of sizing each other up, going, this is what it is. Big physical contact. Both jammers having a tough time now coming out of turn 3 and 4. And the recycle now on Skate Pliskin. Shank McCoy still in the scoring zone at this time. And Tomahawk now gets the recycle on the good boy Shank.
That is the natural conclusion of the jam. 5 more points for Lincolnshire. And so it's going to be a 9-point jam, a 5-point jam for Southern Discomfort, 19-23. So that is our lead change.
It really is. Just the 4 points in it with the Lincolnshire coming out. We just have a little scoreboard malfunction. As you can see now, the points and the time have disappeared. So we'll keep you in touch with it. We're looking at the 19 minutes and a few seconds of this first period left. Fluke and Fenno on the jam line battling it out. Fluke just trying to find their way on that outside. Now the inside, and comes out and picks up your lead. Meanwhile, Fenno's just being held at the back of this SDRD wall.
Fluke coming in on his first scoring pass just now. Trying to juke around. All 4 of the blockers concentrated in the back, just waiting for him. Up front, Fenno is coming out. That was his initial completed. Chronic tried to take one last swipe at him. Didn't work out. Fluke is through the pack. Calls it off. nothing picked up by the Ducks, and 4 more points for the Knights. Now, again, a tie game.
Yeah, right back to 23-23. Looking at already 10 minutes of gameplay into this. Looking at this tie game, this is a great start to the first semi-final here at Men's European Cup. Both teams, both 2 lead changes at this time. And just as we're now just looking over at the jammer line, the Cecil penalty box just with Dapper Fox in it at this moment. So Lincolnshire starting 3 blockers, and Blitzkrieg comes out, picks up the lead. There goes Broders, though, coming up against Skilton and Sutton and Savage Hun. And Skelton picks up the multiplayer block. Sutton waiting for Broders. Broders tries the outside and dances past. Blitzkrieg comes around for one more pass. Picks up the full 5. So there goes the lead change back in favor of Southern Discomfort. Broders, meanwhile, looks at coming to the back of the pack. Blitzkrieg shuts it down. Classic jam. 5 points on the board. 28 plays 23. A 5-point game with 17 minutes left of this first period. So still the scoreboard, just not at the top of your screen at this time. 28 plays 23, 17 and a half minutes left.
Of course, the first game of the day of a little bit of technical workarounds. It's all good. We'll use our words to tell you what's happening.
By all means, blame Julius Leeser for any technical issues this weekend.
I pretty much get near electronics and they break. I'm surprised this mic is working. My voice isn't, but the mic's fine. Anyways, it's going to be Jam Master J headed off to the box. So now a power jam for the Ducks. I believe lead is still, oh, no, lead is shot as Douglas Grave is taking a star pass. He is also headed off to the box. He's going to take the scenic route. So it's going to add a little bit of time, but he's still going to sit under 20 seconds, as you can see. They're just now releasing Jay. So we've got a minute 17 for Jay to do what he will. And Doug has already stood up in the box. So shortly we will be empty penalty box. Everybody hitting each other.
And just as you said it, away Doug goes, comes to the back of the pack, spins away from Illbilly, but gets taken off. Jam Master J, meanwhile, comes up against Gazabite. Gazabite gets the takeoff. Forearms penalty going to Gazabite, and looks like there's a cutting penalty, though. That goes right back to Jam Master J. So power jam now for Dougie's Grave and Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder. Dougie's Grave picking up the speed on that inside. Gets heavy contact from Chronic. Now the offense is coming through, but Dougie's Grave cannot break through this pack. Gets taken off by Illbilly. Quick recycle. Holy Schmidt. Right to the back of the pack. Just hold strong. Dougie's Grave still cannot break through. SDRD playing a big recycle game on Dougie's Grave. This is a great penalty kill from Southern Discomfort.
Certainly. Coming around the second apex just now.
Dougie's Grave cannot find these gaps at this time.
Certainly not. He's getting knocked to the inside, so he's going to be recycled back, but the pack is so tight and nobody's really interested in doing a long recycle right now. It's better to just conserve your energy on these longer jams. So we got 4 points picked up by Southern Discomfort, nothing picked up that time by LRT. 32-23, which is a taco cat.
A taco what?
Taco cat.
A talking clock.
Taco cat.
Taco.
Cat.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Palindrome.
I don't know what palindromes are.
It's a taco cat.
I don't understand what you mean. Sorry. I'm no good with words. So, 14 minutes left. 32-23, 11-point spread. Shank McCoy and Skate Pliskin on the jam line. SDRD just rolling out that little bit. Shank McCoy off track but gets back into the action, still with the lead. Skate Pliskin in the penalty box with Benno. So power jam for SDRD with a chance to just increase this point spread. Shank McCoy, though, getting the attention from Tomahawk Toots and Yves Ulmarie.
Yves Ulmarie, also known as Little Joker. Doing some great hits. Shank comes through, does pick up the full 5. Benno is on his heels as they both come back into the zone of play.
So it looks like Skate Pliskin got released from the penalty box, then got sent back to the penalty box. Apparently should be sitting on 2 penalties.
Yeah.
That's what the signal was from Messi Bikup, the jam ref,
Yes.
here in the semi-final. Looks like there's just going to be some clarification on that.
So if I may,
Please do.
Taco Cat. If you read it backwards, it says Taco Cat. If you read it forwards, it says Taco Cat.
Now I get it. I'm sorry.
So 3223 is a Taco Cat. It's called a palindrome.
Welcome to my world.
I've learned you a thing.
I learnt a thing on Friday. I can't tell people how I learnt a thing on Friday, but I've also just learnt what Taco Cat
Were
is.
the police involved?
There was a blue slushy involved. There was some gin involved. I'm not going to go any further than that at this time. So we do have the timeout here as just the clarifications are taking place. Just to remind everybody who is watching, we do have the next semi-final, which is Tynan Fear coming up against NWO. Both teams taking wins yesterday to get themselves into the semi-final. Games pretty much panned out the way that we thought they would, but there was a slight upset with the Mad Riders beating Helsinki.
Yes, that was a really exciting game. I was like, had no idea what was going to happen right up to the end. So
Closest game of the day, really.
it was really good.
So we are back into the action. Power Jam still in favor of SDRD.
So Skate Pliskin still seated in the box. We've got a while for this power start. Okay, Skate is just now standing. Lead has already been awarded to Fluke. Coming in his first scoring pass shortly.
Yep. Out and about, and with the points already. Savage Hunt also out the penalty box. Now Skate Pliskin is out of the box. Meanwhile, Fluke gets taken off on turn 4. Big recycle from Lincolnshire. Skate Pliskin trying to find the gaps, but Skate Pliskin ran into penalty trouble. Now runs into forearms. So that's 2 jams, 3 penalties for Skate Pliskin.
Calling it off. Skate is going to start off in the box once again. That is 5 more points. A total of... Oh, sorry, I guess it was just the 5 points. I thought it was 10. For this jam, 42-23 with 12 and a half minutes left in this half. We're going to do a 1 knee start.
Welcome to 2012.
Hooray, I'm younger.
When I used to be able to fit in size 38 waist jeans.
I was like, I looked pretty good in 2012, if I'm being real.
And I didn't really understand wheelie smack. And I still don't. So, you know, hello.
You don't need to. You're here, and that's what matters.
So Blitzkrieg is out and about with the lead. SDRD still selling his power jam. Yves O'Marie trying to get the takedown of Blitzkrieg and doesn't pay off at this time. 3 blockers on track for SDRD, 4 blockers on track for LRT. Blitzkrieg coming back around, pushing up hard now on Benno.
Yep. Yves O'Marie trying to keep that inside line. It manages to work out. Blitzkrieg is recycling back, not terribly far to go. Taking out Tomahawk, just the 1 foot out, and that's all it really takes, right? However, up at the top of the pack, once again, Blitzkrieg is knocked out and is going to recycle way, way back behind Benno.
Yeah, Tomahawk receives a start. Didn't see it, but he broke out the pack, did his usual finger guns, which, you know, everyone loves. And
You're getting tired of Tomahawk. Everyone loves it.
But no points picked up by Lincolnshire. So 51 now plays 23. Score's still quite close at this time, Sleazer.
It is. I'm really happy with how this game is going. Of course, you know, we've got the whole second half where everything can change, but perhaps it'll just be a chance for the Ducks to solidify their strategy even more because they've been holding up quite well so far. It is Reaper out for the first time this tournament. As you said earlier, being cleared this morning for play. Will be coming in on his first scoring pass shortly. Little hop through. Ooh, Douglas Grave. Really resilient, getting up from that. The full 5 points already for the Knights.
Yeah, Reaper getting into the rhythm, getting into the motion, picking up the points. But Lincolnshire giving up too many jammer penalties at this time. Obviously, you lose a jammer, you're not going to get points, and you're going to lose points. And at this point in time, SDRD are capitalizing on this in a big way.
Yeah. I'll always have to wonder how it would have been if there wasn't so many jammer penalties in this first half on behalf of LRT. Still, as I said before, they're holding up really, really well. Even so, Reaper comes through, picks up another 5 points. Right now, a 15-point jam for London's Knights of Discomfort.
Yeah, Reaper now coming back around, gets the takeoff from Gazabite. Dapper Fox with the recycle. 15 points on the board so far for Reaper. Fenno pushing out front. Oh, Fenno keeping up the speed, gets the takeoff, and was able to get back on track very quickly. Fenno with great upper body strength to keep in play.
Fenno just did an absolutely impressive job yesterday. We're going to watch a replay really quickly.
And that was a cutting penalty there, picked up by
is.
Fenno. And the leap and the contact at the end, I mean, I'm no referee, but it could have looked like maybe a back block, but we don't know. So 69 now, 23, 9 minutes left of this first period. Bouncing right back into the action is Shank McCoy and Broders. Shank McCoy, though, with the lead. Lincolnshire being set on 23 now for a good few jams.
That's true.
Broders trying to break out, but getting it shut down. Ill Billy controlling that inside. Chronic controlling the outside. And Brains just controlling the front of it all. Shank McCoy just holding at the back, trying to find a way through. Broders gets taken through on the outside, and time comes to an end at that jam.
No, there's actually being called for an injury on Broders. So we're going to have the medics have a look at him in the meantime.
So 74 plays 23, 8 minutes 24 left on the clock in this first period. Sisu penalty box with one blocker apiece. That is Aesbit and Benno. And don't forget, coming up after this, we got the Tyne and Fear game coming up against NWO. And then after that, we have the two playoff games who will decide. So we have the Mannequin Beasts
versus Barrow Infernos.
Absolutely. And then we have Glasgow coming up against the Mad Riders. And then we go into the third and fourth playoff, which one of these teams will be in, and then we roll into the final. And then after that, we can all go and enjoy some popcorn, maybe a nice cordial, and all hold hands and chant.
Do you mean a cordial?
Cordial.
Is that right?
Yeah, an orange cordial. Or a Ribena. It depends, whatever your preference is.
I don't even know where we are anymore.
We're in a place of dreams. In a place where your imagination gets to run wild. No, it's not Jurassic Park. No, it's not Disney World. It's the Walker Activity Leisure Dome here in Newcastle, where you're all very welcome, including you. And you. But maybe not you. So maybe you go over there.
No, thank you.
But thank you for joining us. Hello. So we have had a lot of teams join us here this weekend. We've had teams from Spain, Sweden, Finland, Belgium, Scotland, and funny enough, England.
Yeah, that's the weird one.
Yeah, something I wasn't happy with at the time. Tutted a lot.
Tutted a lot, yeah. How very British of you.
Oh, thank you very much. One of my number one fans has just commented that they liked my stream voice. So that means you hate my normal voice. Thank you very much. You can hear my stream voice on my audiobooks Bear Tales, where I describe stories about several skaters. Like
Mr. Disorderly.
Mr. Disorderly.
It's my favorite.
I'd also did the Christmas story that didn't do so well and ruined my audiobook career because it had a swear word in it. I think. So, obviously being 9:30 in the morning, the crowds have been filling up this morning. The crowds are going to continue and keep getting busier. It has been record sales for in-house, and we will be looking at a full house come the last two games of today.
I would hope so. I'm always impressed by the European crowds, because it is like no o'clock right now.
It's nice. It's brisk. It's a nice early brisk morning. Obviously, if you're watching it in the afternoon and we've just uploaded this and you're watching it in the evening, then obviously it's not. It might be, but it might be. You might have decided to enjoy Mech all over again in its entirety by watching all the games from 8 a.m. You know,
recreate the moment. You know?
Absolutely. Have your viewing party. Take a couple of days off from work, maybe.
Get your cats in there.
Yep.
Cats love roller derby. I'm just saying.
Phone in sick from work, maybe for 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to, because industry relies on people. And meanwhile, industry in roller derby relies on lead jammers, and that's what Fenno has just done. That was a seamless segue. I'm Roller Polybet. That's as good as it's going to get. Good night. Fenno coming through, looking for points. The first points LRT have been able to get for a good few jams. Fluke breaks out the pack, but 5 points already on the board for LRT.
Absolutely standing on his opposition. Or Fenno goes ahead and calls it off before reaching the back of the pack. That is another 5 points. I'm going to show you can see the scoreboard there. So 74-28 with 7.5 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, just having a look at this game. We are just trying to sort the scoreboard at the minute, but at the minute you get to look at the real scoreboard surrounded by seaweed. It's a nautical-themed weekend.
It's beautiful. It reminds me of my prom.
Was that a nautical-themed prom?
It always is. You're just under the sea.
It's always under the sea.
Yeah. Crying's a lot more magical when there's mermaids. Am I right, guys? Anyways.
I'm not a fan. So, Blitzkrieg breaks it out, picks up lead. Finigity still trying to break on through to the other side. Finigity trying to dance around Chronic now, trying to dance around Brains, trying to dance around Horndog. Toots picks up a penalty. Billy already in the penalty box. Blitzkrieg trying the inside, gets it shut down. Benno now shutting down the inside yet again, but Blitzkrieg fights through. Finigity getting recycled by Chronic. Still trying to break on through to the other side, but SDRD doing all the work and getting another takedown of Finigity. Meanwhile, Blitzkrieg at the front of the pack evades the contact from Yves Omari, comes through for the full 5. And already picking up points in this jam as SDRD go back to the full complement of blockers. Blitzkrieg looking at that outside, trying to make it happen. Finigity has done the star pass to Tomahawk. Tom is trying to fight through the last contact of Billy and is through.
Commend Tomahawk on his versatility. Once again, did not have time to get to the back of the pack, so still no points picked up. There's only been 5 points picked up for quite some time by LRT. 88-28, with 5:45 left in this half.
Yeah, 60-point game at this time. Jam about to jump back into the action. Reaper and Skate Pliskin. Reaper back up for a second time. Gets clipped off. Now to recycle back on both jammers. Skate Pliskin trying to find some insides. Does so. Skate Pliskin. Hello. He has a lead jammer. Meanwhile, Reaper, the Apex Leaper, is out and about looking for points. But Skate Pliskin dodges past 1, dodges past 2, right in the melee of this pack. Reaper, though, contact, back block penalty.
Yeah.
Looks like a power jam.
Certainly. Yeah, you could see Reaper chugging along, trying to get there in time to force the call off. LRT's jammer managed to get in. That was the lead being obtained. So he got in, managed to get points. Blitzkrieg at that high velocity came in, just smashed into the back of the pack as he's seating in the box.
So jam right back in to play. Power jam for the foreseeable 30 seconds going to Fenno. Blitzkrieg just picking up that pace. Horndog being kept at the back of that pack. The outer play warning comes up. The lead jammer goes up to Fenno.
This is really what LRT needs right now, too.
Absolutely.
Fenno can capitalize on this. We do have Reaper already standing in the box. The pack isn't terribly fast, so he's not having to chase. But up front, Horndog is controlling that 3 brace. Billy taking as much time as he can to chase him out of the pack. 5 points picked up by the Ducks.
Yeah, Fenno coming back around looking for points. Reaper is out of the Sisu penalty box and now being recycled by Benno. But all blockers are on track, awaiting the attention of Reaper. Reaper, though, out of the box, but cutting penalty going to Reaper.
What?
So the power jam issues that LRT were having swings back towards SDRD. And LRT already picking up 10 points on this pass and really getting themselves right back into this semi-final.
Fenno coming in on another pass. Gets to the top of the back, calls it. That is going to freeze them for over a 10-second power start as Reaper is still seated in the box. So that was a 15-point jam, perhaps the largest jam in this half for Lincolnshire.
I think you're spot on.
Hopefully. 88-45. We've got under 3 minutes left in the half.
And just as you said before, Caesar, they needed this. They needed these couple of jams to pick up the momentum back up, get back themselves into this game. Looks like we have a timeout called.
It's the officials.
So we'll just be waiting to get right back into the action. Looks like is a team timeout just being called now? Yes, it is.
Okay.
Team timeout being called by Lincolnshire. So going back into these last couple of jams where the momentum was swung back into Lincolnshire's favour. And something that SDRD wasn't hoping for, but LRT really bouncing right back into this game. And very unlike Reaper, A to pick up a back block, and then B to run into the cutting penalty as well.
It was really surprising, that last jam.
You know, it does happen, but one thing that right now for LRT is that they just have this momentum. It's about keeping this momentum going now. They've shown they've got the jammers to pick up the points. They've shown they've got the blockers to contain the jammers.
Certainly.
But at this point in time, Southern Discomfort will always have this experience, will always have this edge.
Right.
And that's what, that's what's going to be the big tell into the closing minutes of this first period. But what we've seen so far is LRT not even interested in giving up the ghost on this game.
No. And that's wonderful to see, especially considering I think this is the second or the third time they've played this weekend already. I think it's the third, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So SDRD only having played once yesterday, so should be a little more well-rested. But I do see Lincolnshire really being good contenders in this one.
Yeah, and I think it's something that speaking to some of the Lincolnshire skaters over these last few weeks, been fortunate to be able to speak to the likes of Tomahawk, Douglas Grave, Jason Slatham, and Toots. And they've really started moving in the right direction, especially from the Oregon MLDA champs, where they put on a great show. They've really started to build something special here, with the Lincolnshire team, and they're showing it right now. 88 plays 45, and right now we're seeing Fenno break out again, lead jam with his power jam still in play.
Reaper is stood in the box. It's just a few seconds left as Fenno comes in his first scoring pass. Hillbilly takes one hit on him, doesn't quite make it. He's up against this three-wall up front. Having to try to dance around him. Horn Dog doing a great job of keeping the outside closed, as well as the other two led by Chronic, keeping it completely secure. He is finally through. That is 5 points. Reaper is back in play with the star in his hands.
So Yves Marie picking up a destruction. Reaper looking for the star pass. First time attempt, it didn't pay off. Second time attempt, it does pay off. And Horn Dog now in play as jammer for SDRD. But Fenno was already round into a 10-point jam so far. Maybe looking for a few more points and a call-off. Horn Dog, though, into the mix. Now being recycled by Tomahawk. Fenno pushing up now, coming up against Hillbilly and Reaper. Gets the out of play warning, picks up the points, but so does Horn Dog. So at this point in time, a 14-4 jam at this time. And Fenno and Horn Dog just going skate to skate through that pass.
Got matchy points. Right now, a 14-point jam for the Ducks. Huge.
Reaper goes blocker mode and absolutely nails Tomahawk. Great hit from Reaper. Totally didn't see that one coming. Neither did Tomahawk. Meanwhile, Horn Dog is through, picking up a 3-point pass. Fenno sees to call it, shuts it down, also picks up 3 points on that pass. So a 17-7 split in favor of Lincolnshire. Leaves the scores on the doors 95-62. Just sees that replay now.
What's up? Yeah.
Just gotta say, our producer for this game is Mary Chaos, who picked up a brilliant replay on that. Great work. That was a cracking hit, and that's gonna make the highlight reel for sure.
Certainly. So we've got Finnickety out against Shank McCoy. Huge, strange pile up at the back. Shank McCoy is being sent off for a back block. So lead is clearly still open. Finnickety still in play. Just needs to get past Savage and Bruce up front. Now joined by Skelton.
Yeah, Skelton just doing some great rolling body work with Finnickety, not giving Finnickety a moment to move through. Finnickety's got a very small frame and able to get through the tiniest of gaps, but now gets big contact from Bruce and Sutton. And Finnickety hits the deck at the end of that pass, so the jam has rolled to an end as the medics are just going to be dealing with Finnickety, just checking to see how he is. With the scores at this time, 95 playing 62. Looks like we'd hit the half time as well, so we will just be clearing that up to make sure we have actually hit the half time, which I believe we have. We do understand that Finnickety is just being seen to right now.
Yep, so that is the half. We will be back in about 14 minutes to continue this amazing game.
Absolutely. We'll see you very shortly. Thank you for watching.